Alright, y'all. Our boy for sure uploaded another banger, you feel me? Um Tyler the Creator, this is Ian. Now look, I don't know what this is about, but I've been seeing it all over the timeline. I seen somebody else react to it and upload it, so I skipped past that. But we have to see what's going on with this, man. Tyler the Creator comes out of absolutely nowhere and becomes the underground villain. We don't need this, bro. We don't need this out of you, man. You're a superstar. You make excellent music. Please just don't start this war. But let's get straight into it, man. If you like the video, like the video. Oh, you know what? Race is always going to play a part. Even though Tyler the Creator is not really one of those. Semi-whitewashed. Semi. Ironic for me to say that. But, I don't know. For him to be coming at Ian is just going to be weird, bro. Niggas are going to make it weird. I'm already knowing. But let's just get straight into the video, man. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the video, subscribe. At issues.tm underscore on Instagram. Issuesversustheworld.com, man. Go get y'all some fire pieces. And, let's see what he said about Ian.
Regular, like, Caucasian man. And he's, like, mocking Future and Gucci Mane, like, rap music. And, like, people are like, this shit hard. It's not even, like, satire. It's like, I'm just joking. I'm just mocking it. But I'm like, no, you can't do. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everyone's life around me. And I'm a nerd about this. Is, like...
I feel it.
Weird. And I'm looking at it and something about it like don't even sit well with me in comparison to someone like a Mac Miller or Eminem.
Oh my god, yo, it's actually because he's not wrong though. He's really not wrong. So it's kind of weird to even touch on this, but Tyler the Creator is clearly somebody who holds rap music for what it is, very close, like he just said. And for Ian to rap about certain things, you gotta realize this is underground music though. Same thing happened with Osama's son. He's rapping about shit he ain't never had to go through, okay? But this is underground music now. Niggas just hop on the mic and they just start saying anything. They just start rapping about doing all type of drugs that they've never done in their life, that they will never do in their life. Niggas talking about oxys, niggas talking about fucking Zans, niggas talking about lean, pouring lines. Nigga, you don't do any drugs. You might smoke weed from time to time, but you're definitely not moving packs, bro, across the country. Let's be real. And I don't know what Ian is affiliated with, bro, but anyway, he touches on Mac Miller and who else? Eminem. These are people who rap about things that they actually went through, but these are also real artists. These are not underground artists. These are like superstars, bro. And they're rapping about shit that they actually did, that they actually lived through, like shit that means something to them. So I don't know. This is tricky, bro, but it's real. It's true.
Who it didn't seem like they was mocking it. They had a genuine love for it, and they were still just being, you know.
So yesterday, Tyler the Creator called out Ian for being a culture vulture and making a mockery of the genre that Tyler and so many more love so much.
I don't think
he basically called out Ian.
It's definitely appropriation, but I don't think he's mocking it though. That's what I will say. I think he's somebody who is also in love with the culture, clearly. But I don't know, and that's what I always say. Like the difference between Ian and Netspin is I feel like Netspin, well, he for surely actually does those drugs that he raps about. He probably I don't know, has sex with women. I don't know really what he raps about. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I really don't even know what that nigga be saying, but I'm sure that when Netspin raps, it's about shit that he actually does or is real. I don't know.
For exploiting a culture that he's not from and using his privilege to succeed where his black peers cannot. And most importantly, Tyler thinks Ian is ingenuine, unlike rappers such as Eminem or Mac Miller. So I'm gonna go over what exactly Tyler said, the reaction, both negative and positive, and even Ian's unofficial response to the man who signed him. So let's get into it. Alright, so I already played you the video, so you know what he said. But I do need to give you a little more context. In this entire interview, which was about like 30 minutes long, there were a couple more parts where Tyler the Creator was expressing his frustration with hip hop. And of course, the conversation kind of led there. He didn't come out and just diss these people. He said, I hate when people care more about money than actually rapping.
Oh,
and
I feel it.
He made a pretty clear diss here at Ian. because that description, mocking Gucci Mane in Future, you know, listen to Ian's beats, a white boy, Caucasian, normal looking, it's Ian, alright? And of course, Tyler is not rocking with it. He thinks it's a weird. And the moment this dropped, Twitter was going crazy. Someone said, Tyler said it perfectly,
okay.
I refuse to take Ian seriously as a rapper.
At least, okay, so he didn't diss him directly though, but he was clearly subbing him. Also true, like, he makes good music though. That's the worst part. Is somebody who's a fan of underground music, I feel like he makes good music. It's just that it's not him though, like, or allegedly it's not him.
Everyone I know that listens to him is under the legal drinking age. He's a fad. No one will be talking about him. In 2 years, he'll die out and will try to revive his career by doing the Lil Pump grift. I see it now.
Damn.
Now, Ian's fans are very young, and having young fans is the most dangerous position you can be in as an artist, because what do young people do? They get older, they grow up, and as they do, their tastes change. And this Twitter user is not wrong, but the original quote tweeter said, I will never be able to take Ian seriously. And this is a problem for him. And what Tyler said does have to do with this, because he said, or he basically said, I don't respect him. That's what you can summarize his entire response as. And if as an artist, you're not respected, which is what Ice Spice is falling into right now, you're kind of So let me explain. I feel like a lot of these rappers, and I'm not going to call Ian underground because if you look at his Spotify, got a lot of streams. But if you come or look at where Ian comes from, a lot of these rappers aren't exactly taken too seriously. For example, Laserdom, etc., right? They're kind of just like fun artists. I feel like to have a strong, long-lasting, successful career, you have to push it a little further. And right now, Ian's whole
before he gets into that, I want to say Laser isn't taken seriously because his style seems comical to people. It seems like a gimmick, but at least for me, I know that he actually raps about the shit that he's done, the shit he would do, the shit he's been through. He raps about a lifestyle that he at least like abides by in any sort of way. I mean, he's also black and from the hood. So it's like, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. But his delivery is a bit goofier than, most people are. I guess I wouldn't even say goofy. It's unorthodox, But I still respect him as a rapper, and I like his music. But the average rap caviar nigga will call him trash.
shtick is that he's a white boy that's hard, that raps about these rough things. He's got like a cool flow. So maybe they're right. Another thing is what he's doing inspiration, or is it biting and stealing? So Sunny Digital said, it's crazy they calling shoddy red beats Ian type beats now. It's crazy. So Ian's been using like a lot of like old Gucci and Jeezy beats, and he's even been remaking stuff like kinda and flipping it, or his producer is. And people are either taking this as inspiration or theft from a culture that's not his, of course, right? So I wouldn't say he's making a mockery of what hip hop is. I think that people like Tyler, it sounds like that, but I wouldn't say he's making a mockery of hip hop. I would just say he's being very bold. You know what I mean? I feel like Ian is like, it's like if someone went into a lab and was like, all right, we got this white rapper, right? How far can we go with this? Like, make him rap about, street things. And yes, if you look at some of his lyrics, he does rap about this stuff, making cap rap. Let's put him on old Gucci and Jeezy beats and Zaytoven like retro production. But let's make him look like a lacrosse player. Let's make him look like the most average looking white dude possible. I'm not gonna lie, like Ian is the most regular white looking dude you could possibly show. I don't know.
Yo, I've been saying this, but like, if you really seen Ian outside, how many like if you're not a real Ian fan, or you haven't really listened to Ian, let's say you've seen him once or twice on the timeline, or you've seen a music video from him, I promise you're not recognizing him on the street. I promise you. You're walking past this nigga. Nobody's going, yo, is that Ian? He looks like a regular white man.
I don't know how to explain it. He just is. And I think this response from Tyler, the Creator, by the way, Tyler isn't the first person.
No ice, no designer, no drip, no nothing, no tattoos, no Kobe. I'm ballin' like Kobe. I tell my team with me now. All of us ballin' now. No tattoos, no dyed hair, no earrings, no jewelry, literally nothing, bro. He plays it as basic as possible.
to say this. There have been multiple in the past of people, you know, calling out Ian for being a culture vulture or taking from like hip hop or whatever you want to say. I feel like clearly people feel this type of way or some type of way about Ian and what he's doing. Yo guys, quick plug. I just dropped a black.
Man, fuck your plug. No disrespect though.
Luca. Back to the video. Ian Guy is talented and said, I'm definitely judging your taste in music if you actually think that Ian Guy is talented in any way imaginable. It's actually embarrassing how easily people will eat up a marketing campaign that is so blatant in what it's trying to do. Okay, so first of all, every musician is marketed through some type of campaign. I'm just gonna skip that, but he said what he said. Another person said, people will call you an old head for not liking a suburban white rapper doing Future cosplay. Funny as shit. Ian Hate Me verse might be verse of the year, and Tyler's right. Two things can be true. Rip Mac Miller. And by the way, he was joking about the verse of the year. He just said it was hard. But anyways, you know, there was a lot of love for Ian. It wasn't just hate. It wasn't just like, oh, he's so blah, you know. Most of it was people calling Tyler an old head. Someone said, new old head just dropped.
New old head.
I don't really think the old head argument is valid. Number one, Tyler the Creator is old, but he's not that old. He's also been very accepting of many things, you know.
He is not old, bro. You're not just gonna get away with saying that. He said, wait. No, I know you're just joking. But he is not old, bro. Let's look up Tyler the Creator's age, bro, because I'm tired of you internet niggas. It's like the average age on the internet is 16 or something. Is he even 30? 33? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. My actual time. Oh, damn. Thank you. I didn't know he was 33, but that's still not old, bro. That's still not old. Stop.
He has a very, like, I would even say, like, radical style of rapping himself. He's very out there. He's said in the past, yo, do whatever you like as long as it's fun for you, which is kind of ironic considering what he just said. So this is like one of the most accepting rappers out there. He put Playboi Carti on Earthquake. By the way, he didn't need to do that. You know, he's been very accepting, and he definitely a lot of things. So for him to not accept Ian definitely says something, in my opinion. I don't think he's an old head for that. You know what I mean? It's also a take that you'd have to, I guess, be a little older to say as well. You know, you wouldn't catch an 18-year-old saying, man,
because you gotta understand that rap came from a place of struggle. Rap came from, like, you know, niggas like Tupac and Biggie and Snoop Dogg, and, you know, like, rap really meant something when these people were growing up. It really meant something, like, before, I don't know, really, like, I can't even say Soulja Boy, bro, because even, bro, I can't even say Chief Keef, because Chief Keef was really in the streets. Like, that was drill rap. I can't say when the pivot happened, but, like, it was probably the first real underground rapper that just made this shit goofy. Maybe the rise of Rich the Kid, low-key, or Playboi Carti. Not to disrespect Carti, because he makes great music, but it's like, you know, people just take this genre less seriously as time goes on, as generations come.
He's stealing, like, you know what I mean? He's 18. Like, we were, I don't know, like, in elementary school when all that shit, or even, like, in preschool or kindergarten. You know what I mean? Like, so that kind of makes sense. But I don't think this is, like, old head talk. Like, I don't think this is, like, Ebro, Lil Uzi, or Joe Budden, Lil Yachty. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. Someone else said, Ian Hard, I'm going to stand on that unless he gives me a solid reason to say otherwise.
Okay, they said nigga Cashier Fresh.
Someone else said, Ian
Faux Fresh.
Hard, I'm going to stand on that unless he gives me a solid reason to say otherwise. Okay, so number one, this is what he's talking about, which is kind of ironic. He's saying, yo, it's not about, like, because he didn't call Ian's music trash.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? He said it wasn't genuine. And he said that Ian is kind of like if Ian can become a huge successful rapper, rap is a joke right now, you know? So I think this guy kind of missed the point, but it's also important to remember because this is how most people think, you know? I'm not a huge fan of Ian, but some of his songs are hard. You know what I mean? Like, I'll check him out. If he drops a song that's really good, I'll listen to it. And so will so many other people. If he drops a song and starts trending on TikTok and it starts doing numbers, people are going to listen to it. They don't care. You know what I mean? They just don't give a f. It just is what it is. Another person said, I get it, but why as an established rapper, use your platform to insinuate that someone you don't know is mocking rap? So he didn't really come out there and say this and that. And what's also very interesting is on that same podcast, Tyler the Creator apologized for his remarks and comments towards Eminem that were hurtful. He was like, man, I was so stupid and I was wrong and this and that. about saying that towards Eminem and blah blah blah, like talking about Eminem's like journey with and stuff. Anyways, I'm sure you guys don't care, but he was able to admit his wrongs and understand where he overstepped. So once again, he does not think that what he's saying here is crazy at all.
It's
and I
really
don't think
not.
he really took it as like, oh, I'm tearing this guy down, because he didn't really.
He's also,
Someone else said,
yeah.
this guy is so important to music right now.
Like,
42
come on,
Daily,
bro.
shout out Unk. And people were kind of hating. Yo, play that new Ian. The music is not hidden, fam. So, for context, 42 Daily is new
Hold
Ian.
on, wait.
The music is not hidden, fam. So, for context, 42 Daily is like a 25-year-old white man, but some other people said, for 15-year-old white boys, yes, he could disappear right now and literally nothing would change, LMAO. You could say that about a lot of rappers, but I don't think Ian is so important for music right now. Like, what barriers is he breaking? What is he doing that's so crazy? You know,
Bro, niggas were just calling him a yeet clone.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the Steve Harvey, insinuating that Tyler has become an old head. Anyways, the internet was kind of split, but what I like to highlight here, and this is what's very important, because I actually didn't go over the original replies to the posts that posted this video that blew up on Twitter, because I was thinking in my head, yo, I don't want to be unbiased, because this post is Kirko. They post a lot of like Cardi and Uzi, and they post, I mean, they're not like known for that, but they post, what I'm trying to say is their audience is mainly young people. But then I was just thinking, and I was like, you know what? Honestly, that's not really a bad thing. Because if you think about it, nobody over 23, 24, 25 is listening to Ian. You know, people Tyler's age, I know I just said he wasn't an old head, but he is a little old. You know what I mean?
Like,
so no one in his
bro.
age is really listening to Ian. That
That's
being
actually
said,
true.
a lot of these takes you're seeing from these people who are older, you know, than like 25 probably, are not really part of the demographic Ian is trying to reach.
Actually
so
true.
I feel like a lot of this discourse doesn't really matter in terms of his success. However, there were quite a bit of people underneath that age that thought the same thing. And just think of Ian as a joke, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Because
And you can be like our age, you can be this age and still say that you can't respect Ian, or you take his music as a joke. But it's just like, it takes a level of understanding. Like, you gotta see where he's coming from. You gotta see, like, bro, what 90s rap is. But also, people in this generation, and even me, bro, you might not even be able to appreciate Biggie Smalls, bro. Even if you can acknowledge him as one of the greatest rappers of all time, you know, you still might not give him his flowers, because that's that boop bop rap or whatever the fuck niggas call it. You know, it's just like, okay, like, it's real rap music. I don't know, man. Like, in this generation, the shit's so different, bro. We used to have 3-minute, 4-minute songs during like Jay-Z, Beyonce era, like Drake, Young Money era. Like, we used to have long ass songs. Now every song is like 1 minute or 1 minute and 25 seconds. And really, niggas don't even be talking about nothing. They really only talking about the same shit. But we care about the beats. We care about the production. We care about his sound, his flow. And Ian checks all those boxes. He stole everything from Yeet. I mean, now he kind of has his own sound, but he has the sound, he has the beats, he has the production, he has the flows, and he has all the talking points that every other nigga has, you know? Only he's white and probably suburban, and he lives with his whole family, type shit, you know? So I don't know. And he's also kind of rich. Like, you can't tell me Ian's family is not rich. You can't tell me, bro. Look at him.
Comparatively, if you think of like Mac Miller, he just doesn't even come close. Anyways, this post, or this little video snippet, made a lot of waves. Enough for Boo Thiam, who's the brother of Akon, former manager of Kanye, and the guy who signed Ian to Columbia, had to speak on it, just to clear the air or respond. He said, yo, at Felicia the GOAT, that's Tyler's at, I signed Ian and I'm from Atlanta. He sounds nothing like Gucci or Future. Lol, it's called influence. But I never thought I'd see a day where you become old and hate on the youth.
Actually,
okay,
true, though.
So first of all, and this is what a lot of people called him out for, and rightfully so. They said, hey, not everything is a hate on the youth situation, you know?
Thanks.
But I feel like by framing, and this is what other fans are doing as well, by framing Tyler as, oh, he's just an old head, they're trying to like not really respond to what Tyler was saying. And that's kind of what Boo did here. He said, yo, I'm from Atlanta. He doesn't sound like Gucci or Future. Okay, so I don't think Tyler meant that he sounded like them. I think he meant he's making a mockery of them. You know what I mean? By hopping on their type beats and having so-called inspiration.
Like by using that inspiration to create something artificial. Like, do you understand that Gucci Mane and Future made their music because they were inspired by whatever situation they were going through? Like, you feel me? Nowadays, we're inspired by these people. We're inspired by street culture to make music about it, bro. But it's not like we're actually going through something where we're putting our pain on the mic, like NWA. Fuck the police. That wasn't just like oh man, yeah, fuck the police. They was really going through shit with the cops, you know?
In his eyes were really just mockery, of course, right? Someone else said this proved Tyler's point, and here's what the account further said. For the people that are stuck on the Future and Gucci comment, watch the full interview. Tyler's point was that a lot of current people aren't their authentic selves or unique in music. They just take a bunch of stuff from artists, so nobody has a unique sound, which doesn't necessarily read as being authentic. This is what I talked about in the video from the day before yesterday. His manager is just saying it's just influence. So yeah, Tyler, the creator, was calling out Ian for being unoriginal, not being a direct clone, or, you know, and he just thinks it's whack. And by the way, people were also making fun of him just because he signed to guy who's financially invested in Ian defends Ian. Whoa, you know, kind of funny. And by the way, if you go on his Instagram, because he deleted that story post fast, like he deleted it fast. They're just cooking him in the comments. And honestly, I respect him for not just deleting all those comments because he totally could.
Y'all seen that episode of Atlanta? This is the asshat responsible for that trash. I'm from Atlanta. Niggas said, actually, I'm from Atlanta. And Tyler, greater than anything Ian has and, well, this is Glaze, has and will ever do. Nigga, his career, like, we haven't even seen the longevity of it. Ultra. How are you talking like this defending? Alright, bro. Really? Who are you? The Mayo boy? Yeah.
But yeah, you know. Anyways, I did want to touch upon something that was kind of funny. So there's this show called Atlanta, and it's by Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino.
Amazing show. Fantastic show.
Probably know him as that. And he produced it and he acted in it, and I believe he wrote a lot of it as well.
Amazing show.
Now, can you guess which one of these people is a Billboard charting rap artist with billions of streams globally? It's simple. We all know that optics is everything.
No, this is a crit.
With my system,
I'll tell you.
I'm tossing your black ass a life raft.
Yeah.
I can help my brother better when I'm at the top.
Mm-hmm. Hey. Look at this. Memorize this. Go to sleep dreaming about this.
Anyways, he has
YWA. YWA stands for Young White Artist, right? You take a young white artist to the Grammys and you get bread for it. This whole episode was about artists that are on the later half of their careers. They were trying to get one of the main characters. His name is Paperboy. He's an artist. He went to this convention. I guess he met up with some dude and he was doing really well for himself. Or he saw, like, I'm gonna wrap it up because I don't want to spoil it, but the whole point is that as a rapper who is on the later end of their career, you sign a artist who is young and white, and you basically use them as a cash cow because they are young and white, and it's gonna be really easy for them to catch the eye of people who are listening to music because that's their whole thing. That's kind of Ian's whole thing. You know, if Ian was black, he probably wouldn't have made it out. I'm gonna be real with you. Niggas would have called him a Yeet clone for the rest of his life, and he would have never made it. I'm gonna be honest. Or a Can clone.
Sleep dreaming about this.
Anyways, he has in the show there's like this guy who's like struggling. He's like a manager. His cousin is a rapper. I watched it like a little bit back, so I forget the rapper's his name, but he's just a rapper. That's all you need to know. And you know, he starts managing him, and the rapper becomes successful. And anyways, in one of the later seasons of the show, the rapper is kind of he's very successful, but he's kind of at the point where he's reaching the twilight of his career. You know, he's like very big right now, but in 5 years, in just some time, he's gonna be a little old, and they're gonna move on. He's gonna become an old head. But basically, the rapper asked him, "Yo, what does YWA stand for?" And he's like, "Young White Avatar." And what he says is, "Yo, you have to sign a white kid, a young white boy. And if you can sign them, if they can become successful, they can be a cash cow for you because they can go much farther than you can." And they kind of just don't say it, but they're like, he's white, he has more, blah, blah.
What's the YWA, man?
Hey, young, white, avatar.
One of them kids that you was hanging out in the studio with yesterday.
See, you gotta get one and train him and nurture him and try to catch him all.
The Pokemon.
Bruh.
Exactly.
And, they joke about it. And in the show, the rapper actually does it, and the white kid overdoses. So it's like a joke. Ha ha ha. Not funny. But the other ones do it, and they go to the Grammys, and they're basically making money off these young white rappers.
Man, I can make an album better than them kids, win a Grammy, and then use the clout to go on tour again.
And your album would be better. But nobody wants to hear you.
Exactly.
So people were like, "Yo, this is kind of funny that Boo got himself a YWA or young white avatar, and that's like his bag now." You know what I mean? By the way, Tyler may have said this, but it's nothing new. Anthony Fantano called Ian trash.
Moving on from there. Ian, never stop. This is terrible. Just listen to Playboy Cardi instead. This is awful.
Oh my God.
Save yourself a stream. Save yourself a minute. Save yourself a headache. Just move on with your life. You don't need this.
People have been calling out Ian's beats for being flips or, very inspired, which is, I guess you could say controversial. And someone even referenced a Miles Davis interview. If you want to know what he said, you can watch the whole interview. The interview is actually kind of crazy, but the interviewer. But Miles Davis said something that stuck with a lot of people. He said white musicians tend to play behind the beat. And if you're wondering what he means by behind the beat, he means that they kind of lag behind black musicians. You know what I mean? Like rock and roll was stolen from black people. That's like a known fact. You know what I mean? That happened in the 20th century. And what he's saying here, and it's gone on and on and on, and it's been like a whole thing. I believe Elvis used to be able to make a cover of a black artist song and it would just go bigger. And, white people, I guess, they could just do that back in the day. Anyways, with Ian here, he's not not some shit like that, but he is.
I don't know. Maybe it's that white people are more accessible, because like you get rap music, right, and black people are gonna listen to it because it's rap music, especially if it sounds good. But then you got white people that are like, hey, he's one of us. And also white people are just like, I don't know. It's just how I feel. It's like the white person is probably more easily digestible to the entire world. Because you see him and you probably think like status. If you see a rich white person, you're just going to be like, oh, well, okay. Makes sense, I guess. I don't know. That's just I can only assume what other people see. I don't know. You let me know in the comments though. Why do you think a white artist would be more likely to succeed on the same playing field as a black artist? I don't know.
They're saying he lags behind the beat, such as he's 15 years late, you know what I mean? And he's using this, and he's using like this retro type of wave, taken from black culture, because I guess he's not cultured himself, you could, infer, or doesn't have any new originality or any uniqueness to him. And he's using that, prop himself up. Now, I feel like this is a huge over-analysis of Ian. I don't think Ian is that deep. I think Ian is literally just, he's here for the time. If he sticks, he sticks. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I don't think it's that deep. But, since Tyler the Creator called him out, okay, we'll go there. And honestly, I think the point stands. Clearly, Ian he's not like Machine Gun Kelly unoriginal, but he's also, not the most original guy there. And you can't just call everything inspiration, Another thing you also have to note is, as a white rapper, you're always going to have to fight these accusations and these, there are always going to be these conversations around your music. You know what I mean? It's not going to be easy. This is a thing that's happened to every white rapper. It happened to Eminem, that's the most famous example. And, you can either prove that you're genuine and you're real, or you can't. And I would say with Ian, the reason why a lot of these conversations
him.
are even being entertained and why people are even saying these things, because right now Ian has not proven himself. You know, sure, he has a song on TikTok that's going kind of crazy, but, you know, or had one. That's not really going to do anything for you. Sure, you had a snippet that was kind of viral and people are like, oh, it's cool, but that's not really going to do much for you. Now, you have to really stamp yourself, show that you're here to stay. And by the way, even then, you might not really get much love. You know, for example, when Macklemore won Best Album over Good Kid, Mad City and won the Grammy, people were like, what? And, you know, nobody gives a that Macklemore won that Grammy. So Ian could still go on to accomplish great things, and he might never get that respect. But will he even do that? Very hard to say. Right now, it doesn't look like he has that potential, but we'll see. Anyways, I honestly mess with Ian. I like some of his music. Never Stop.
Over a Good Kid, Mad City is crazy though. I'm not gonna lie.
Figure It Out, Wimbledon. Some of his older music before he even had Figure It Out was pretty good. I like Bentayga of his recent album, you know. There's some cool tracks in there. You can't act like Magic Johnson is hard. Like, he doesn't make bad music. Pretty hard. But at the same time, I totally see where people are coming from. Anyways, you let me know you think.
Just put the fries in the bag.
Queso? Listen, there is one song that we're not talking about. I think it's Hermes Sheets. Ian makes good music. I will not say that he doesn't. But see, the thing with Ian is that I haven't heard his fit check. Look, Von off 1700. You know this is a real hood nigga, bro. Ian makes good music. However, fuck, what was I gonna say, dog? I don't even remember. I want to play this song though. Which one is it? Hermes Sheets. It's this beat though. Like, come on, Hermes, bitch. She's some.
I just took the brains out. Sometimes you gotta close your eyes and hope for better.
I can't play too much. How does he sound, bro? Like, let's be real. But it sounds good. I like that song. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. In this generation, music is about having fun, bro. We make music for fun. Not we. I mean, listen. Niggas make music for fun, okay? That's what the whole underground is really about. I mean, there is some people that are really going through shit and that want to actually vent through the music, or they really have a passion for being artists. Damn, it's 5:22. Fuck. But yeah, for the most part, people are just having fun and making music. But that's almost disrespectful to the culture and what it's really about, you know? So he's just going to have to fight those allegations, especially with the white boy allegations, too. I'm sure Mac Miller got those. I'm sure, you know, Eminem definitely got those. I'm sure Machine Gun Kelly got those. He's still getting them. Shit. Probably. But, I mean, Machine Gun Kelly is probably like an Eminem clone, if we're being real. But that's the video, man. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the video, subscribe. At issues.tm_on Instagram. IssuesVersusTheWorld.com. And go get y'all some fire pieces. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.